International recovery efforts continue in Japan. A Japanese research team found that the March 11th quake generated a record 38.9-meter-high tsunami wave in Miyako City of Iwate Prefecture. With some 139,100 people still in shelters across the nation, Japan's National Police Agency has confirmed over 13,400 fatalities and more than 14,700 missing after the disasters devastated northeastern Japan and triggered a nuclear crisis at the Tokyo Electric Power Company, or TEPCO, Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant. The casualties are expected to rise as personnel continue to look for victims. On Thursday, April 14th, Japanese police and firefighters began search operations within 10 kilometers of the nuclear power plant for the first time.
Wishing to offer encouragement to the many still displaced, Japan's Emperor Akihito and Empress Michiko visited Asahi City in Chiba Prefecture on Thursday, April 14th, in a first visit to the disaster zones, where they were gratefully received by the people there, and they are scheduled to visit more in the near future.
At the Fukushima power plant, workers are still struggling to remove some 60,000 tons of highly radioactive water filling the turbine building basements and connecting trenches of reactors number 1, 2, and 3. With the presence of the toxic water hindering vital efforts to restore reactor cooling systems, TEPCO said that more time is needed to install tanks to contain it. To aid in their efforts, the U.S. Department of Energy is sending 5 large stainless steel water storage tanks and a tractor trailer with a shielded tank. On Wednesday, workers were successful in transferring 660 tons of the contaminated water from one of the tunnels into a storage tank inside the nearby turbine building of reactor number 2.
However, the level of the radioactive water quickly rose again and was only 1.5 centimeters lower than prior to the transfer by Thursday morning. Moreover, TEPCO stated that samples of groundwater near reactors number 1 and 2 taken the day before showed that the level of radioactive iodine and cesium has increased up to several dozen times higher over the past week. This indicates that toxic water may have seeped from nearby reactor turbine buildings or elsewhere.
In response to a misunderstanding regarding how long residents who have had to evacuate the 20-kilometer zone around the plant would be displaced, the Japanese government said on Thursday they would work to better relay information with surrounding communities. Meanwhile, as radioactivity measurements in Tochigi Prefecture stabilized, the government lifted a ban on shipments of kakina leafy vegetables from the area. On Friday, Fukushima University released a large balloon to ascend some 30 kilometers above the ground, where it will provide additional radiation information and obtain other data.
Meanwhile, a convention of nuclear safety meetings sponsored by the International Atomic Energy Agency, or IAEA, was held in Vienna, Austria, where the 72 signatory parties released a statement conveying their support for Japan's efforts to stabilize the situation at the Fukushima Daiichi power facility. They also announced a decision to hold a special meeting in August 2012 to address Japan's nuclear crisis as well as more general issues of nuclear energy and safety.
We are thankful for the tireless endeavors of the officials and other personnel in Japan and other countries who continue working to stabilize the situation for all the disaster-stricken. May heaven continue to protect the Japanese people as we strive toward kinder, more uplifting lifestyles that ensure the safety of the planet.